Welcome students to Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Today we are going to start with subject economics, chapter number 2, utility analysis, part 1. Utility. What is meant by utility? Any product which has a capacity to fulfill our needs or desire, we can say that product has utility. So being student, you are using stationery for writing purpose and therefore stationery has utility for you. Being a teacher, I am using chalk, duster, blackboard and therefore all these products are satisfying my need. Therefore, this product has utility. So the meaning of utility is, utility means one's satisfying power of commodity, and definition given by Professor Stanley says that utility is the capacity of a goods to satisfy human wants. Now see here the difference between utility and satisfaction. Utility and satisfaction are two different terms, but they are interrelated. Utility is pre-consumption and satisfaction is post-consumption. See here in these two pictures, we can see here different eatable items are given. We are using all this product because I like to eat ice cream or someone is like to eat cupcakes. Therefore, all this product has utility. But when we are consuming this product, we can say, yes, I am satisfied. And this is the reaction of satisfaction. Here, it is given utility is pre-consumption. It means utility comes first and satisfaction is a post-consumption. After consuming the product, only we can say we are satisfied with the product. Therefore, utility is assumed satisfaction, but satisfaction is something that is actually realized. So once we are using the product, we can express ourselves that yes, we are happy with the product, we are satisfied with the product. Here it is says that utility and satisfaction are interrelated but not the same. Now let us see here features of utility. It is relative concept, it is subjective concept, ethically neutral concept. Utility differs from pleasure, utility differs from usefulness, utility differs from satisfaction, utility is multi-purpose, utility is not easily measurable, it is a basis of demand. Now let us understand all these features one by one. The first is relative concept. Utility is related to time and place. It varies from time to time and place to place. See here in this picture, we can see some of this woolen cloth. And this woolen cloth we are using during the time of summer. And as the season changes, our needs also changes. Therefore, woolen cloths have a greater utility in the winter. And as the time changes, our utility also changes. Now see the second example. Sand has greater utility at the construction site than at the seashore. What we are doing here, we are transporting sand from the seashore to the construction place or to the industrial place. Therefore, by transporting goods from one place to the another place, we can increase the utility of the product. So here it justifies utility is relative concept. Now see here the second subjective concept. It is a psychological concept. Utility differs from person to person. Now let us understand this. This is a picture of doctor and he is using stethoscope. Therefore, being a doctor, stethoscope is useful for him. But being a teacher, I am going to use chalk, duster, blackboard, marker, etc. because all these things are going to satisfy my needs. And therefore, utility differs from one person to the another person. And there are many other reasons also due to taste, preferences, likes, dislikes, nature, habits, profession, etc. From the habit we can also understand here some we people have a habit of eating, and we have divided our habit of eating into two parts here, vegetarian and non-vegetarian. For vegetarian people, fruits, vegetable has utility, but they are not eating non-veg item, that is meat and egg, and therefore meat and egg has no utility for vegetarian people because their food habit is vegetarian, so they are eating all vegetable product. But for non-vegetarian, yes, meat and egg has utility because they have the food habit to eat non-veg also. So therefore, here utility differs from person to person. The third point is ethically neutral concept here. The concept of utility has no ethical consideration. The commodity should satisfy any want of a person without consideration of what is good or bad, desirable or undesirable. Now let us understand this ethical neutral concept with the help of the example here. A knife has utility to cut fruits and vegetables as well as it can be used to harm someone. Now here we can see in these two pictures, the person is using knife because he wanted to cook and therefore for chopping vegetables he is using knife. But if the same knife is used by another person to harm someone, we can say the utility is different. Therefore, both wants are of different nature but are satisfied by the same commodity. Here the commodity is same, that means the knife is same, but in one case the knife is using to cut vegetables, but in another case here the knife is using to harm someone. Therefore, here utility is ethically neutral. It is not concerned whether the commodity is going to be used for good cause or for bad cause. The product is totally neutral. It means it depends on the person who is going to use it. Now let us see here the next one. Utility differs from usefulness. Utility is the capacity of a commodity to satisfy human wants, whereas usefulness indicates value in use of the commodity. Now see here in the example, for example, milk has both utility as well as usefulness to a consumer. All these milk product items we can see in this picture, and therefore this product is useful for our health. But while liquor has utility only to an addict but has no usefulness. Therefore, in this picture we can see here liquor is there, but this liquor is going to be used for alcoholic person, but it is not going to be useful for their health. Here, utility differs from usefulness. The fifth is utility differs from pleasure. A commodity may possess utility, but it may not give any pleasure to the consumer. Now here in this picture we can see doctor, he is using injection because he is treating his patient, and after that he is going to give some medicine. But this injection and medicine, it doesn't give any pleasure to the patient, but he has to take injection and medicine because these things are going to help him to just come up from his illness. Now see in this example, injection for a patient has utility because it cures the ailment, but it hardly gives any enjoyment or pleasure to him. So all this product, it is very good for the person health. It helps him to just recover from his sickness, but it doesn't give any happiness to the person. Here, utility is different from pleasure. Now see the next one, sixth one. Utility differs from satisfaction. Already we have discussed this in the beginning Utility is the starting point and satisfaction is the end result of the utility. Now let us see here. Utility is a cause of consumption. Satisfaction is the end result of consumption. Utility is the starting point here and satisfaction is the end result. They are interrelated but still different concepts. For example, a thirsty person drinks a glass of water since water has a capacity to satisfy thirst. Utility of water is the cause of consumption and the satisfaction derived is the end result of consumption. So we can see water has a utility. See, in this example, water has a utility, but its utility is going to be increased when the people, they will just complete their exercise, and after completing their exercise, this water has utility, but its utility is going to be increased more. They can say, yes, we are thirsty, and after drinking water, their satisfaction is going to be fulfilled. Here, utility is different from satisfaction. Now, the next is seventh one. Measurement of utility is hypothetical. Utility is an abstract concept. Cardinal or numerical measurement of utility is not possible. Now, utility is an abstract concept, cardinal or numerical. It means we cannot measure our utility in terms of number. I cannot say that I am hungry. I cannot give my ratings in number. I cannot say that I am a 10 number hungry, 12 number hungry. And therefore, we can give preferences to our utility. Now see in this example, a thirsty person after drinking water may derive higher or lower level of utility. Thus, utility can only be experienced and found either positive, zero or negative. Here we can see in this picture the person is eating. He is showing his happiness because here he cannot express that how much satisfaction that he has derived after eating this. Similarly, a thirsty person, if I am going to present in front of him a glass of water, a cold drink, his first preference is a glass of water. And therefore, after drinking a glass of water, he cannot express his feeling that he is satisfied by number. He can say, I am satisfied a lot or little bit, or I didn't get any satisfaction after consuming the product. And therefore here it is says measurement of utility is hypothetical. We can just express in the form of either it may be positive, zero or negative. Seventh one, measurement of utility is hypothetical. Hypothetical, it means we cannot give numbering to our utility. Here, utility is an abstract concept. Cardinal or numerical measurement of utility is not possible. It means we cannot say that I have utility and we cannot express it in the terms of number. Now see in this example, for example, a thirsty person after drinking water may derive higher or lower level of utility. That means a person can express that yes, he is satisfying after drinking a glass of water. Therefore, here utility can only be experienced and found either positive, zero or negative. If the person is happy after drinking a glass of water, we can say a positive utility. If the person is not getting any satisfaction, we can say it has zero utility. And negative means what here? If the person is not satisfied after drinking a water and it gives some side effect to the person, we can say it is negative utility. Now see here in this picture also we can see the person he is enjoying because he is eating something. Now he cannot say that he is happy and he cannot give number that he is happy by 10 number or 50 number, right? And therefore here he can say yes, he is very much happy or he is not that much happy with the consuming of this product. And therefore measurement of utility is hypothetical. To understand the law, to understand the utility later on, we can give number, but in practical life we cannot express it in terms of number. Now see the next one here. Eighth one, utility is multi-purpose. Here, a commodity can satisfy the want of more than one person. It can also be put to several uses. Here, a commodity can satisfy the want of more than one person. It can also be put to several uses. Here, we can see the example of all electronic appliances. In our home, we are using all these electronic appliances, and same time, someone is using computer, someone is using here refrigerator, someone is charging their mobile phone, and same electricity is going to fulfill desire or needs of many people. Therefore, electricity can be used to serve many purposes and for many people at some point of time. It means many people are satisfying by using here different needs with the help of only one commodity. Now see the ninth one. Utility depends on the intensity of want. Intensity means urgency of want. Utility depends on the intensity of a want. More intense the want, it means more urgent the want, greater will be the utility. Here, see in this example, a hungry person finds more utility in food than a person who is not hungry. We can just understand this with the help of this picture. These kids, they are waiting because they wanted to go for a party, and for that they didn't eat so much from their home. And after reaching to the party, now these kids are enjoying a lot, and therefore now the satisfaction that they are deriving after reaching into the party and they are happy, it is more than whatever they have had at their home. And now see in the second picture here, this lady, she is totally filled with food, and that is the reason now she doesn't want to eat further. Here, what we can able to conclude here, the more the intensity, the more urgency the want, it is going to give you more and more satisfaction. So, utility, it depends on intensity or urgency of want. Now see the 10th one, utility is the basis of demand. Students, whenever a product has utility, then only we are buying those particular product. If I need mobile phone, then only I can say yes, mobile phone has utility and therefore I wanted to buy mobile phone. Being a teacher, I just wanted to teach you in the class, and therefore I need chalk. And therefore the chalk has utility and I am going to demand a chalk. Here, a person will demand a commodity only if it gives utility to him. Now see in this picture also, a sick person has utility in medicine, hence he demands medicines here. Now we can see in this picture that the girl, she is not keeping well and therefore she needs here medicine, right? So therefore sickness causes, and because of the sicknesses we are demanding medicine. So therefore medicine is what here? Medicine is, we can say, utility, and it is the basis of our demand. Now in this second example also we can see the person, he just wanted to start his business, he wanted to start capital, he is not getting that much of money from the market, and therefore this money is going to fulfill his needs of doing further business or expansion, or if he wanted to start his own new business here. So therefore money is the basis of doing his business, and therefore this money has utility and he is going to demand this money. Either he will take loan from bank or from financial institution or from friend or from anyone. Here utility is the basis of demand. So we have completed here 10 features of utility, and before that we did meaning of utility. Thank you students. Please take care.